All right, so another bias I'm going to talk about is the egocentric bias. Now, the way you can look at this bias is it's more of a long time one. There's a time horizon. There's, longitude on this one. So we as individuals, we have this sort of bias that we're always looking after ourselves. We're trying to make ourselves look a lot better than we are. This is basically going to take it to be the bigger fish. Every time someone talks about they caught a fish, it was this big, that big, and it just keeps going and going and going. If you were to ask somebody, a couple who does, what's the housework like, it never comes up to 100%. People are always saying it's higher. Now, it kind of does go in the overconfidence effect, but the egocentric bias is more of a personal one, and we always are trying to figure out and making ourselves look better than we are. And we want to think positively about ourselves is a big one. We see it as it affects everyone else. Everyone else is way more, biased in their way of going about the world, but not me. I'm a very rational person. And even saying that people have bias sort of hits that egocentric bias of like, I don't really have a bias. I'm not somebody who has bias. I'm somebody who's very rational. I'm very thoughtful. I think all the time. We also overestimate our contributions, like in groups, at work, and things of that nature. So we're constantly getting this view of the world skewed through our rose-colored glasses, which is a little bit different than the confidence effect. But that is another one that I find interesting, and I'm going to continue going on. Also, if you're like, let's say you're in a group and you're throwing out ideas, you're going to say, hey, my idea is best. Not all the time. You might be rational and say, hey, okay, my idea wasn't that great. But yeah, that's another very interesting one, and definitely in the field of elements you have to think about.